Donald Trump posted an unhinged screed to Truth Social that is remarkably terrifying, not for what it says, but for what it doesn't say. And it again reminds us Trump is crumbling, Trump is feeble. See if you can tell what the problem is other than a lunatic president still being in the Oval Office. Here is what Trump posted. Quote, just in, documents show conclusively that Christopher Wray, deranged Jack Smith, Merrick Garland, Lisa Monaco, and other crooked lowlifes from the failed Biden administration signed off on Operation Arctic Frost. They spied on senators and congressmen and women and even taped their calls. They cheated and rigged the 2020 presidential election. These radical left lunatics should be prosecuted for their illegal and highly unethical behavior. Do you see what the problem is? The administration of Joe Biden did all of this stuff in 2020 when Joe Biden wasn't the president and when Donald Trump was the president. There is not a single thing Biden ever did or said while president that comes close to rivaling the deranged and demented nature of this from Trump. And yet right-wing media and even corporate media is basically silent on it. The media refuses to do actual journalism because they are terrified that Trump is going to revoke their White House press badge and ban them from riding on Air Force One. Since Trump was president, when all of these things allegedly happened, it must be the case, I guess, that it is Trump who did these things. Was it Trump who spied on senators and members of the House? And by the way, the FBI director that Trump is talking about in this post, Christopher Wray, was appointed by Donald Trump. Trump chose him to run the FBI. He doesn't know what year it is. He doesn't know what years he was president. He doesn't know what's going on. This, if Biden had said it, if Obama had said it, if Biden or Obama had accused other presidents of doing things that happened while they were president, it would have been immediate calls for removal under the 25th Amendment. It would have been calls for impeachment. It would have been nightly specials from Sean Hannity with a panel of neurologists and doctors from various specialties. But it's Trump, and they don't say a word about it. Trump was president, and he says the Biden administration, which didn't exist at the time, did all of this stuff. How about putting aside the desperate desire for access, corporate media, and actually covering this for what it is, which is a Trump whose brain is increasingly non-functional. Now, on the bonus show today, we are going to talk about the systemic effect of weight loss drugs like Ozempic. What is happening at the population level thanks to the availability of Ozempic? We are going to talk about California dispatching observers to watch the DOJ's election monitors. Who watches the watchers? In California, they are actually going to have someone do that. And we will also talk about Elon Musk's approach to Wikipedia, where he wants to launch Grokpedia. What we need to know, could this genuinely impact the output of that platform? All of those stories and more on today's bonus show. Sign up at joinpakman.com. And please remember, rate the podcast 5 stars on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Appreciate the 1,000 of you that did it in the last 24 hours.